Hi, thanks for clicking on the video. I make these videos for me, but honestly, I'm hoping that something we say to ourselves will resonate in something in you. Maybe you relate to something. Let us know.
Have you ever felt so alone and so isolated that nobody understood your truth, even if you were to try to speak it out loud? Yes, that is exactly what we are going through. Welcome to our channel. We are the Noodle System. What you are about to watch is probably triggering, but what you are going to get from it is a conversation starter. We share our personal, intimate video journals with you in hopes to get some clarification. So please comment below if you have experienced anything we are experiencing.
So today we are thinking really hard about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And we're also thinking about our core values. And we're starting to put the two together. I know it's been a while since we've uploaded those videos, but let me explain. I just uploaded Maslow's hierarchy today on October 14th. Right now it's the 15th, I think. No, 17th. Oh my gosh, we have like, this week's flown by. I'm not sure what day it is anymore. So anyways, we uploaded it on Friday, the 16th, and today is the 17th. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep in the house, and we are thinking. We're thinking. And when I say we, I mean, I'm thinking, and then I've got a lot of other thoughts in there that I feel are coming at me that I'm like, whoa, that's interesting, and whoa, that's interesting, and whoa, that's interesting. And I like it when we're blended. I like it when we're influencing each other because it just feels like we are working together as a cohesive rainbow instead of just one color at a time. When we're working one color at a time, it doesn't feel like we're very balanced. And that is the whole goal, is to be balanced. I've been talking about balance for several months, maybe even a couple of years. It's actually been my number one goal in therapy. And it's why I am just all about bicycles and balance and everything. Let me just say a couple of things because I'm extremely excited about what we came up with right now. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is 5. Hold on. Yeah, it's 5. It's 5 things, 5 pieces of the pyramid. You've got your biological and physiological, like your breathing. Are you in pain? Do you have food? Do you have water? Do you have your can you go to the bathroom? Your basic needs, right? Then the next is your safety and your security. Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have income? Do you have food to eat? Do you have like do you know where your next meal's coming from? That's safety and security. Are you emotionally safe? That's another safety thing. Are you free? Are you safe to walk without a cane, Crystal? Like my physiological and my safety is jeopardized, and because it has been jeopardized, I have been in so much turmoil. And then you got your third is, do you feel like you belong somewhere? Do you feel like you're getting connection from your spouse and from your friends and from your coworkers and from your family? And are you feeling disconnected from somebody else in your life? Okay. The fourth one is, do you feel like you are unique or an individual? Are you working toward your own personal goals? Are you improving something in your life that that you're working towards? Like, how are you fulfilling any of that? Now, you can try to work on yourself when you've got no connections with other people, but Maslow's theory is that you can't really work on yourself until you feel satisfied enough with your connection to other people, to the group that you belong in. Maybe you just have your family and that's all you need, or maybe you just have your Facebook group and that's all you need, or whatever, and then you can work on the next part. But after that, it's self-actualization, and that's really thinking about the bigger pictures. Why are we here? What do I want to contribute to the world? What is my purpose? What is my legacy that I want to leave? How can I help others? How can I contribute more? Maybe I'm not as great as I think I am. Maybe I need to go back to school, or maybe I need to go back to therapy. You know, like you become just a little bit more self-actualized, not so much about getting a raise at work. It's more deeper introspect, and you can't really reach the top of that pyramid until everything else underneath it is supported and feeling satisfied enough. If you want that video, I just uploaded it today, but of course by the time you watch this video, it's been a while, so it's good to have a refresher. And I don't think I explained it very well there, but look at that, I was able to explain it all within 5 minutes. So anyways, we got those 5, and we were kind of like thinking about our core values. And the other day we came up with our 17 core values finally, and we shared them with our therapist, and he was really proud of us and excited that we were able to just rattle off what each of us wanted for our future and for our current situation. So we've been practicing it as we can. It's not been stressful. It's just been a fluid, organic thing that we've been working on. But I wanted to know how the 17 core values fit in with Maslow's 5 hierarchy things. I didn't have to try very hard, but I definitely wanted it to go in order. Being OCD, I guess, and wanting the colors to go in order and wanting things to kind of line up and match up, I did not expect it to line up so beautifully and as perfect as it did. And I just wanted to share this with someone because I'm just so excited on how beautifully and perfect it lined up. And I didn't have to try very hard. It just landed that way. Almost like our system knows what it needs. It's like everybody in the system knows what it needs to be happy, and each of them have their own piece in that. Each of them have their own piece, and it lands somewhere on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's like magic, and it does it in order too. That's the part that I'm just totally flabbergasted by. And by order, I mean order of the rainbow. Now, I've talked about the order of my rainbow before, and I've talked about how it starts at maroon and ends at magenta. Well, I couldn't quite do that with this, but it still goes in order. Let me explain. I had to think about biological and physiological first. That's the base of the pyramid, right? And when you think about that, I think about all my noodles, and I'm like, all right, which one of you guys is in charge of making sure the body is safe? Making sure that the body is getting what it needs, right? And basically, one of the first things that I'm asking the noodles is, who makes sure that Crystal is not in pain? And the only one that could speak up is Blue. Blue is our hypochondriac, and she is always constantly talking about our pain. So if anybody else is holding pain, or anybody else is pretending like there's no pain, or going along with, okay, yeah, we got pain, but we're just going to go to work anyway, or, oh yeah, we have pain, but we're just going to pretend like it's not there, Blue won't do that. Blue will be one flat 100% honest to make sure the body, Crystal, does not have pain. And so that's our first one on the bottom of the pyramid is blue, cyan blue. Then the next one is still within physiological and biological needs of hierarchies needs, and that's our regular needs, you know, like just, is the body getting enough to drink? Is the body getting enough to eat? Is the body getting enough sleep? Is the body getting, you know, enough time to breathe? And we gave it to Indigo because he takes the brunt of the pain physically, but yeah, like, I think when the body's completely shut down, he keeps going. Like, like the armored car that just can keep going through all the chaos. He makes sure that we use the restroom. He makes sure we're making ourselves something to eat. He makes sure that we're crashing and finally falling asleep, as if he's completely unaffected by anything else going on outside, because those are our basic needs. So I just found that really interesting, that our two blues are the base of our first Maslow's hierarchy. Am I boring anybody? I hope not, but whatever. I'm just doing this for me, so I guess if you relate to any of this, let us know, because I'm really excited about this. Anyways, the next one is safety and security. And purple has, are we safe in this moment? And the reason why I gave safety to purple is because purple is the one that helps us dissociate the most. That's the one that makes sure that we check out emotionally and physically. We are checked out. Grab the cell phone, stare off into space, forget our train of thought, see something shiny, ooh, squirrel, whatever. Like, it's not in a ditzy way, it's in a safety way. So if there's something that's coming up for us, emotionally safe, nope, we're gonna check out. So that's what purple does. So that's what's third. That's our third thing on here, but still the second hierarchy of needs. The next one is lilac, still in the second hierarchy of needs of safety and security, and that's, do we feel secure for the future? So do we have money coming in? Do we know where our next meal is going to be coming from? Can we trust that we're going to have a roof over our head next week? Do we have a job? And so when people lose their jobs and they don't feel so financially safe and secure anymore, that's why the two purples are perfectly in line with the second hierarchy of needs. The next one is connection to others, and that's definitely Pinky. Pinky is the one that is connected physically and emotionally to husband. She's also the most friendly. She's the social. She's the one that's just chitter chatter butterfly, social butterfly, right? And so the question for her is, are we connected to others? Are we connected to others? And so that's Pinky. And right next to her is Magenta, which is another pink color, still in the third hierarchy of needs. And she's asking, do we feel respected? So it's not enough to be a part of some church that you go to. If you are going to church every Sunday and you're getting bullied or shamed or shunned or judged, you ain't going to feel part of that group. You're not going to feel so connected. So you want to feel respected. You want to feel like you belong in that group. So that sense of belonging. And when reason why Magenta has this question is because we don't feel Magenta would be as bitter and resentful today, or even when she was first fragmented, if she would have felt like she belonged, if she would have felt respected. And I remember specifically what those feelings were at 13 and how different they were from who I was. So I kind of get this sense from her that she's like, yeah, if Dad just would have listened, I wouldn't have grown up to be so secretly bitter and angry because she felt so disrespected. You know what I mean? All right, so the next one is the fourth hierarchy of needs. That's, feeling like an individual, like you can feel like you can stand out from the crowd in just whatever unique way that you can. And that's Maroon. She is unique and she is a little bit of an oddball. And so the question is, are we unique? So if we can recognize that that is what we want for our system, is that we want to embrace our uniqueness and continue to grow in that area where we can just be ourselves and be crystal noodles, however that looks, right? Inside that number fourth one of feeling this individual autonomous self is Does our voice count? And so when we say that, it's not just insinuating a connection with others, but it also means, do we respect ourselves? Are we listening to what we want? Are we listening to are we respecting ourselves enough to feel like we're confident enough to go forth with whatever we want in this world? And so that's why number 4 is really the hierarchy needs is really perfect for these 2 red colors. All right, the next ones, okay, are all part of self-actualization and a little bit of the individualness. So it's kind of like this blending up, and then as you get higher and higher, you get to the final self-actualization. Because remember, there's 17 core values, 17 noodles, and then you've got this pyramid that only has 5 steps. So after the 2 reds are our 2 orange colors. You got like a peachy coral color, and peach is, am I doing my best? Am I doing my best? That's her question, because that's what she's always asked, is are we doing our best? And orange is asking, am I special? Notice how all of these other ones below were talking in the we sense, but it seems like everything above here, self-actualization. Wow, this is interesting. Is that fusion? Is that integrated now that we're talking in I statements? Huh. Yeah, I guess maybe. All the pyramid stuff, we had to have each other. And then once we get to the fusion stuff, if we can get to self-actualization, I'm sure we'll be fused. Isn't that amazing? I'm kind of excited about that idea. Final fusion. Okay, so am I a good person? Am I a good person is gold. That's her question she always asks. She wants to make sure that everything we do is following some good moral compass of some sort. And yellow is my existence meaningful? Meaning, whether it be meaningful to us or meaningful to others, we want it to matter. We want it to have a, I can't think of the word, some sort of value, not necessarily monetary value, but some sort of meaningful value. After yellow, this is the most surprising part, is lime is part of self-actualization, which we find very interesting because the interject of her husband has not been self-actualized, but we wish he would. We wish he would bend a little. So that's his question, is can I bend? If Lime Noodle can ask this question to get to self-actualization, one of the questions he's going to be presenting the system to ask themselves is, can I bend? And if the answer is yes, then we can continue climbing to self-actualization. And yeah, Lime is on his way to healing, hopefully right alongside husband, because he's always been an interjective husband. So as I watch husband grow and mature and become better, so does Lime Noodle. Can I tell you a secret? I'm going to tell you a secret. Husband and I had a really long talk yesterday, and it wasn't yelling, and it wasn't crying, and it wasn't upset, and it wasn't guilt trips, and it wasn't manipulation, and it wasn't silent treatment. It was actually really beautiful of a conversation, and we talked about hard stuff. We talked about me looking for happiness, me not sure if I could stay in this relationship if I can't find my happiness here, if I can't feel safe with him. He was very open and very willing to listen, and there was no resolution. It was just an inching of a conversation closer to something. I don't know what that something is yet. We haven't determined what it is we're aiming for. It's really hard for us when we have disagreements within our system of what we want. But what we really loved was that we had that conversation with him. We would love more of that. oh my gosh, it was great because we felt like we were heard and listened to. See what I mean? Self-actualization. If husband is getting closer to that, we think lime noodle is also. Okay, so green, she's always been really good at being in a daydreamy fantasy sort of mind. And so her question is, can I find hope? Because when you have a dreamer in your system, when you have someone that's always living in la la land, that may not be very helpful to the system, but it is when you want them to feel hopeful, right? It is when you want them to feel like they are, like they have a purpose. And if what's Green's purpose going to be if you're always ridiculing her for being a dreamer and not taking the situation seriously and stuff like that? And it's like, well, you know what? She's the one that's going to give us the hope. She's the one that's going to see the best in all the future possibilities. Rather than acting on fear, she's going to act on hope. Mint, I was hoping she'd be the top of the pyramid, but of course she's not, because her question is, what is my truth? What is my truth? And that is always going to be her question. And do you see how excited I am about this? This is so awesome. Okay. And then the last one on this pyramid is, can I find balance? That is Teal's. That is Teal's saying. That's been our saying for years. That's the tippy top of the pyramid. That's the tippy top of the pyramid to self-actualization. And that is all she wrote. That's the 16 noodles, all the colors of the rainbow that we like to identify with. And the 5 steps of hierarchy's needs. Now, how do you get there? How do you get from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4? Like, how do you get there? That, my friend, is Black and White Noodle's answer. Holy cow, you guys forgot about him? I know, right? We thought we did too, till the very end. And then we remember the angel from It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. At the very, very end, the angel is all, so you wish you were dead, huh? All right. You've never been born. And the angel gives George his wish, and George gets to see what his life is like without him being born. And his brother passed away, and his wife never married and is lonely. His mom is a widow, and his kids were never born. And just so many things that he wishes he could have foreseen before wishing something like that, because when you wish for something like that, you don't know how many other people it impacts, right? So when the angel gives him back his life, and he's now George Bailey again, and in Potterville is now back to, I forget the name of the town. I can't believe I forgot the name of the town. Anyways, so George is screaming through the streets on that cold winter day, and he's just like, hello, Bedford Falls. That's what it is. Hello, Bedford Falls. Hello, beautiful oak tree. Hello, staircase. He kisses the broken staircase. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I love that movie so much. But the tippy top of the pyramid is balance. Am I feeling balanced? Okay. But how do you get to balanced? How do you go from, are we in any pain? Do we have our needs met? Are we feeling safe? Are we feeling secure? Are we connected to others? Are we feeling respected? Are we unique? Does our voice count? Am I doing my best? Am I special? Am I a good person? Is my existence meaningful? Can I bend? Can I find hope? What is my truth? Can I find balance? You want to know how you get there? You do what George Bailey did, and you find your gratitude in all things. You do what the angel did for George. You let your black and white noodle be that angel and find your gratitude by looking at what death would look like in your life without you. What would the death noodle do for your life if he could poof, all right, never been born, or poof, okay, fine, you're dead, now what? How do you get to the tippy top of your pyramid? You find gratitude in all things. Are we in any pain? No, we're not in any pain. Oh, thank goodness. We are so happy and we are so grateful we're not in pain. Are we getting our needs met? Yep, I got food in my belly. I have a bed to sleep in. I've got everything I need. You know, I've got air in my lungs. I'm not hacking and on breathing treatments. How many people are suffering with COVID right now? Holy cow, I am so grateful. Are we feeling safe in the moment? Yes. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I am able to speak the way I want to speak. I am free in this country. I am free in this house. I'm free in this room. I am free from emotional pain. I'm free. I'm feeling very safe because of my freedom. I'm very grateful for that. Do we feel secure in our future? Oh my gosh, yes. I've got a job. How many people out there don't have jobs right now? I'm so grateful. I've got a job and so financially secure. Do I feel secure in my marriage and my friendships and my family? Probably not, but I should be grateful for where I'm at right now. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't even have that much. So yeah, I can be grateful for that. And then we get to, am I feeling connected to others? No, not really. I'm not feeling really connected to others, but I, you know what? I can feel grateful that I'm using this platform here to tell you my gratitude. So I'm connected to you. Are you listening? Are you watching? Can you tell me that you're connected? Thank you. And I'm connecting to others on Facebook, and I'm connecting to others on Instagram, and I'm connecting to others on Marco Polo, and I'm connecting to others at work as much as possible, you know, as much as I'm able to. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I can be grateful for all that, right? And then the next one is, do we feel respected? Ooh, that's another one. Yeah, I guess we do. There's a lot of room for that to grow and to improve. But yeah, I guess we do. And then, are we unique? Oh my gosh, are we ever? I do think we are unique. I don't think there's many like us that are willing to talk this honestly and open and freely to a bunch of strangers on the internet. Wow, we must be really unique. I'm grateful for our uniqueness, because it's people like us and our uniqueness and our ability to be unique that's going to change this world. Does our voice count? Oh, you know what? I'm grateful that I live in a country where we can all vote and we can all have a voice, and we can all matter. We can all count. Yeah. I feel like my voice counts. The rest of them, of course, are where I am struggling. And I mean this with sincere honesty. Am I doing my best? I feel like I am, but then I also don't feel like I am. And am I special? I feel like I am, but I don't feel like I am. Am I a good person? I feel like I am, but I don't feel like I am. Like, we have some noodles that are very conflicted with these questions, and we need to work on these things. And how do we work on them? With gratitude. And so that's all I was going to say about our noodle pyramid. I'm so darn excited about our noodle pyramid. I'm so darn excited that it all worked out beautifully in the color that we wanted it to, in the right order. Even though we didn't start at maroon and end at magenta, we started at blue and ended at teal. And the steps to the pyramid is our black and white noodle asking, am I finding gratitude in all things? It's just amazing. Because I've always known that gratitude and finding balance have been my answers for years. And this just proved to me how I'm going to help the other noodles. This is it. It's proven to me with Maslow's theory and our core values. It's the proof. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pyramid. That's what I should name this. The proof is in the pyramid. All right. I will talk to y'all later. Hopefully... Not anytime soon. I'm still so behind on these darn vlogs. I'll talk to you later. Bye!